good evening, and welcome to the main today with a late night show. Late night show. I wasn't planning to come and join at this time, but here I am. I didn't want another week to go by and that I couldn't connect with you guys. Because tonight I'm going to be speaking about a topic that I've been wanting to address for a long, long time, but hadn't had quite the, let's say, not the opportunity, because I always have the opportunity to do it, but uh, the full like okay, the full okay from myself, the full approval of myself, so that I could come and speak to you about, is astrology fake or real? Okay. And as you know, I am not an astrologer. That's why I didn't know if I should or should not address this topic. But it is important for us to understand what I'm going to be addressing and explaining today. And although I am not an astrologer, let's say that I am like a nerd in terms of astrology, because during my experiences, astrology was one of the things that was explained. And I came back from my experience with all this knowledge that I didn't have previously to my experience. So, how can I not address it and explain it, bring it to you guys to see how do you feel? And please comment and share with me what is your intake about astrology. Eh, because definitely my perspective about astrology upon that experience that I had back in 2017 has changed a lot. Okay, has changed a lot. And how do I use it, right? Now astrology is a guidance tool for me that I use personally and that I've come to understand in a much deeper manner uh, than what I used to before, definitely. Okay. So, is astrology fake or real? Okay. That's what we're going to be addressing tonight. And the truth is that just because we don't understand something doesn't mean it is fake or it doesn't have any value. This was something that I learned from that experience because, as I said, I didn't understand it before. When this knowledge came, when this understanding came to my knowledge, right? I couldn't turn back and deny it anymore. Okay. And truth is that astrology is the oldest science, even older than when recorded in the Bible. Okay. Because as we know, the three kings, right? The three kings were astrologers. Actually, astronomy parted from astrology. And they are basically the same. Although a lot of astronomers, if they listen to me, they're going to feel offended by me saying this. But the truth is, this is truth, okay? That they basically are the same because they study, it is the study, astrology is, and astronomy also is, the study of celestial bodies, okay? And astrology is an energetic roadmap of your energetic or soul's path blueprint. Like your energetic or mathematical DNA that denotes stronger and also weaker probabilities of all types of life experiences that you may or may not encounter during a lifetime. More than divination, and please note this, it is based on mathematical probability according to weaker or stronger energetic imprints and patterns of behavior. And as you know, nothing, right? Nothing is more precise and factual than math. Than math. So, understanding astrology requires that you understand the universal or cosmic connection there is between all physical matter at the fundamental and shared energetic level. Everything is energy. But although this is a proven fact, not everything carries the same energetic or vibrational frequency in it. Reason why? We are all made of the same divine material manifested into different physical forms. If we don't believe or we're not aware of the law of one that states that everything that exists first at a shared energetic level, and that because of its particular vibrational frequency, it manifests into physical form in different types of or species, right? And therefore will behave in different ways or serve a different purpose. And all this is tethered into one single, huge, and infinite system. We are not going to be able to appreciate and understand the knowledge and wisdom that astrology provides. Astrology, when utilized and understood correctly, is a great life guidance tool geared to inform the individual about his personal mathematical formula or DNA, its efficiencies, his efficiencies and deficiencies, with the sole purpose of promoting the growth and evolution in terms of wisdom, knowledge, and emotional vibrational frequency. Astrology signals and advises about which areas, beliefs, and behaviors need transformation and alchemization to from lower levels, right, of vibrational frequencies into higher soul levels. It helps us know ourselves in a deeper and more intimate manner so that we are able to empower ourselves to capitalize on our efficiencies and transform our deficiencies into strengths. In all, if used correctly, astrology can very well help us change into better human beings. It is a fact that the whole universe is tethered by electromagnetic fields, vibrational wave frequencies, although these fields cannot be seen by the naked eye. We know this, right? This is proven fact. In Earth's case, there is what is known as the Schumann's resonances, which are a set of spectrum peaks in the extremely low frequency portion of the planet's electromagnetic field spectrum. And you can go and check Schumann's resonances, so that you know how the planet Earth is vibrating and how it is constantly emitting, right? These waves, these electromagnetic fields. All celestial bodies, same as Earth, emit and exchange their particular vibrational frequencies with each other. No escape from this, okay? We are immersed in a world that works and is all world and universe that is all tethered together by these fields. So these energetic exchanges influence and affect the behavior of everything in the planet with its particular frequency, because everything is energy. This means that the weather, for example, right? The seas are going to be affected. It's going to affect nature. It's going to affect animals and us. It also means we, as individuals and as collective, also influence and affect them as well with our own collective and individual frequencies. Given the fact that all is communicating, right, through a mathematical language, astrology analyzes these numbers and how do they translate into human behavior and probability. That is why our date of birth, which is a number, right, both in the month and the day, and our time, the time we were born, also filled with numbers, and the place or measurement of distance between where we were born and where the celestial specific body was from us, that distance is so important and taken into consideration to be able to know our personal birth charts. So let me point out and make a huge star on this, okay? That astrology does not determine, it only points out what is and is not likely to happen in one's life. We are the only ones, right, who have the power to determine and seal what is going to manifest in our lives. And we are the only ones who have the power to change anything that needs to be changed in our life. So astrology does not tell you what is going to happen. You choose that. But it will tell you what is a high probability that is marked because of the intense influence that you were born with. Today you were born, you were imprinted with this energy, okay? So by us truly embracing that we are the ones responsible, determining, we take control, determining what happens in our lives, right? We take control of our lives and we make ourselves responsible for our lives. I also want to emphasize that when you really understand astrology, you will realize that you are not a single zodiac sign as we normally think of ourselves as, right? All celestial bodies are emitting waves towards the planet at all times. So we cannot say that we have the influence of a single planet or a single zodiac sign, right? or a single celestial body. What we can say is that we were more influenced by the planets and celestial bodies and their corresponding zodiac signs that appear, right? The ones that appear in our charts according to our particular mathematical information of the date, the time, and the place of birth. Okay? We have the influence of all the planets, but the energy was stronger for those who appear in our birth charts, who, by the way, also have many astrological signs. Okay? Our birth charts are not just one sign. For example, in a typical natal chart, we will see the specific location information or placement of these celestial bodies. For example, we're going to see this, what our sun sign, right? In my case, I'm a Libra. I was born on October. So that means that the sun, the, the energy of the sun was prominent during that specific date I was born, okay? In the sign of Libra. So I have that influence under the sun. But that is the sign that everybody thinks that, you know, that we have, and that's my sign. And actually I have my sun sign here in the my celestial body today. But we're not just that sun sign, okay? We also have a moon sign because the moon was there when we were born. So we have an influence of energy of the moon also. In my case, I have it in the sign of Taurus, right? And so you see, I'm a Libra sun, but then I have a moon. My moon was in in Taurus. And then we have Mercury in a natal chart. We have also Venus. We have Mars. We have Jupiter. We have Saturn. We have Uranus. We have Neptune, Pluto. We have the north and south nodes which are lunar nodes of the moon, placements of the moon, like the South Pole and the North Pole and on Earth, right? Well, we have the north node and the south node of the moon, which are significant for us to understand what the north node and I've spoken about the north and south node, how important it is to know. Okay? The point of fortune, for example, is in our natal chart. If we print it, the Chiron placement, which is Chiron is an asteroid. And it's known as the wounded healer. It is and I've spoken about Chiron also. How the wounded healer is a innate wound that we are born with, and that is most significant to heal during our lifetime. Okay. We have also the ascendant or the rising sign, and we have the medium coeli. Okay, so we're going to see all those placements in a natal chart. So again, we're not only one astrological sign, we have many astrological signs, and we have the influence of all the zodiac signs, just that ones are more prominent in terms of the imprinted energy or magnetic fields there were because of the distance and the mathematical formula there was when we were born. So, all that being said, a simple zodiac newspaper or magazine reading, for example, cannot give us accurate information on any given topic regarding our particular birth chart and our life. So to close this discussion, I will say that to say that astrology is false is the same thing as saying that energy or atoms are not the universal building block of the universe. Okay? So finally, I wanted to share an important cosmic information or astrological information that we are experiencing, we're all experiencing actually, in this present moment, that it is significant in our lives, okay, or to our lives, okay? And it is the fact that on June 29th, tomorrow, right, Saturn in Pisces will be retrograde until November 15th, 2024, ushering a period of deep spiritual reflection. And what does it mean to be retrograde? When a planet is retrograde, it means that it is going like back. Instead of a forward movement, it looks like, right? It is going back. So, from the sun sign of from the sun sign of Aquarius, where it was moving into, now it's retrograding into Pisces. And then it will go direct into Aquarius again after November 15th, 2024. But during this retrograde that it does into Pisces, it ushers us into a deep spiritual reflection. This sacred transit, that is how we know this, when a planet is passing through any change, right? It's making any change in its course, in its movement. It's called a transit. So this sacred transit encourages us to purify our lives, forgetting useless distractions and making sure our goals are aligned with our soul. Okay? Very important, particularly in the mystical Pisces sign, zodiac sign, right? Saturn calls us to dig deep into the heart of the spiritual lessons our soul chose to learn about during this lifetime, and that we must learn to embrace and see the underlying soul value they bring to our life. Very important. As the Lord of Karma, Saturn, which is known as a malefic sign, okay, because it is the Lord of Karma, Saturn brings generational or family wounds to light, urging us to take responsibility for ourselves and our choices. Saturn's retrograde rewards patience and introspection, reminding us that our true competition is with our higher selves. We know this always, the soul is always fighting with the mind. Okay, who controls? The ego, right? The ego or the soul. So, the dual symbol of the Pisces fish swimming in opposite directions, right, embodies the balance between the soul and the ego. This period offers a divine opportunity to align ourselves more deeply with our true purpose in life. And I want to say that those of us between the ages of 27 29, and 57 and 59 are going to feel particularly sensitive to these energies. It means that those of us under this group of ages are undergoing what is known as a Saturn return, which is the same thing that Saturn is in the same position where when we were born. Okay? And the best we can do to manage these energies is to surrender to the processes being triggered in any way and therefore pointed to change, towards change in some given way. Okay? If we've been actively doing the healing work to release low vibrational frequencies and embracing our soul's path instead of resisting it, Saturn will will be leaving us a gifty, okay, a gift. And I also have to say that the opposite goes to those resisting to do the work. So if life is uncomfortable at this present moment, please know you need to open yourself to your soul's path and to embrace the lessons you've been resisting to embrace in your life. Making those changes that we need to do. Okay? This is a wonderful opportunity to shift our lives in a significant ways. Okay? And always for our best. For our best. Never, never, ever for our downfall. Okay? So the question at hand, are you going to answer the call or are you going to resist and create disease and diseases in your life? You always have the power and choice to take your life to higher and better levels. Never doubt this. You are empowered. Be the light is my invitation for you tonight. And as always, sending you all love and light while we go during these periods and we introspect. Please introspect in your life and make the changes that need to be made without resisting them. Okay? So, as always, sending you love and light and hoping this information has helped you in any given way. And please let me know. Let me know your signs if you know them. Share with me, ask a comment. Let me know what do you think about these topics if you want me to address them more deeply. Please let me know. I would love to know. Okay, from where you are connecting and watching us tonight. And if you need any personal help, guidance, please connect with us through our Gmail at evolife360 at gmail.com. And we will going to be more than happy to help you in any way we can, okay? So thank you for joining me tonight. Hoping to see you next week here again in the Mingles of Evo Life, okay? Please share and like. So see you next week here again. Bye-bye and thanks. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye, YouTube.